morning, Eagles. Today is Monday, September 11th. I'm your host, Brylan Johnston.
And I'm your co-host, Izzy Arenas. We have a lot of clubs here at El Dorado. More on that with our broadcast team.
Let's meet in a club. There are many different ways to get involved at El Dorado High School. One way students can get involved is by joining a club. One example is the Mountain Biking Club. The Mountain Biking Club, for example, meets every Thursday in Mr. Hirschman's room, which is A17, and is led by Mr. Huggins.
We're 5 or 6, actually, maybe about 10. I think they were all sophomores that year that came forward, and they really were passionate about it, really wanted to get it going, and they had been trying for a while. And so they came to me and asked how we can get it going. So I just, I'm the sponsor. I decided to sponsor it and get it going, but it's the students that really led the charge for it, and the parents. It's also open, and it's to anybody who wants to have fun and just ride. And there's a really strong girls group too, and so it's open to anybody who wants to just have fun.
Another club you could join is the Art Club. They meet every Friday at lunch, and it takes place in room F204.
The things I really like about it is being able to provide kind of an art community for people who aren't necessarily in classes or people who are. If anybody is interested, there's a big show coming up at the end of the semester. So it's called the Scholastic Art Show. I'd be happy to give more information about that through Art Club. I am trying to recruit more people who are outside of classes because it's a great opportunity whether you're taking art classes or not. You can come in at any time during the year and start up.
This week is our Homecoming Spirit Week. More on that now.
This week is Spirit Week. Today is themed red, white, and blue and includes playing cornhole. Tuesday will be tacky tourist and game of limbo. Wednesday is Jersey Day, and we will be doing drumline.
Well, I'm the student body president, so we have different committees in Senate, and one of the committees is Spirit. So basically that committee came up with all the Spirit days.
What do you think about the lunch activities?
I think it's gonna be super fun. I don't have like a certain committee, like I'm going around all the committees, but they have some really cool stuff going on. Like we're gonna buy popsicles, and we're gonna be a little Sharks and Minnows game on Friday, so it's gonna be good. That's like my favorite part is dressing up, so I'm gonna go all out. I might look dumb, but you can never look dumb at Spirit Week.
Thursday is going to be Sharknado and a game of Sharks and Minnows, and make sure to wear no blood.
So the football game will be at Wilson Stadium at 1 p.m. The homecoming dance will be in our gym from 7 to 10 p.m. on the same day, September 16th. So what I think about Spirit Week, I think it's a super opportunity for kids to kind of be silly and show their spirit in different ways, like the Spirit Days. I know that we have themes for different games throughout the week, which is always fun, but it's kind of nice to bring that onto campus, especially for homecoming week. Well, I think, again, it just brings that energy of what homecoming is all about, showing school spirit, coming together, just having all these events planned for not only the students, but for the staff and for the community. So these little things that build up to it just kind of continue that energy that we want on campus with our school spirit for our kids.
So I'm student body historian, which means I run all of the social media and advertising for El Dorado. We had a few different ideas. We always try to do generic spirit days that people will participate in, but this week we wanted to make it so that it was a little more unique for us. We came up with all new ideas. We had a whole committee in Senate to decide our spirit days and push them out. We're also doing events in the courtyard each day of the Spirit Week that kind of correspond with the days of the themes.
Last but not least, Friday, surfers versus bikers, and all participants will get popsicles. All the activities will be during lunch in the courtyard. All of these fun activities are all leading up to our homecoming football game and dance.
You guys dress out for Spirit Week and make sure you come to homecoming and buy a ticket.
Okay.
Tickets for the homecoming dance will be $30 cash per person and can be purchased in the activities office. If you are bringing a date not from El Dorado, make sure to grab a guest permission slip from activities office when buying your ticket. Our homecoming game will be at 1 p.m. at Wilson Stadium. Make sure to dress up for a beach party. The homecoming dance will be at 7 p.m. in the gym.
Our soccer team started their season a few weeks ago. Here's Frank and Luke with more information.
Hey, my name is Luke, and I'm with Michael. How do you feel about this season, Michael?
I feel great. I think we have good talent this year. It's going to be fun this year.
What do you feel needs to improve for this season?
More communication, knowing each other more, because this year is not as talkative I guess just knowing each other more and better.
Is there anything specific tonight that you're looking for?
Goals and winning.
How do you feel about how the season's going to go?
I think it's going to be good. We are in more of a rebuild kind of process, but I think honestly we're going to do really good with our younger players this year.
What's your role on this team?
I am the varsity captain and the goalkeeper, so kind of a big role.
How does the team feel after coming off a state championship?
We feel really good, but honestly we're not going to be cocky because anything can happen. So we're trying to go for the second state championship, trying to be a two-peat, but we're going to be relaxed, under control, humble.
What do you feel needs to improve for the season to go well?
I think we're really working on our team chemistry right now. Just because we have a lot of new players, we're really trying to bond with them, get a good team chemistry. So,
the boys and girls season kicked off Tuesday, the 22nd, against Sandia Prep. The boys tied 1-1 and the girls won 2-0. Make sure to go support our soccer teams, El Dorado.
Thanks, Frank and Luke. And finally, our weather.
Thunder and hail with Sophia Hay.
Today we're looking at a high of 84 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. We're seeing a 40% chance of storms today, and it'll carry through tomorrow, rising up to a 50% chance of storms. We're seeing a high of 76 degrees and a low of 57 degrees. Tomorrow we're seeing a similar high and low of 77 and 58 with a 50% chance of storms. Thursday we're seeing a high of 79 degrees and a low of 58 degrees with a 30% chance of storms. We're seeing that drop down Friday to completely sunny skies with a high of 80 degrees and a low of 58 degrees. Other than that, that's pretty much all for this week. I'll see you next week, Eagles.